The giant drained the river in one breath, all to chase the sun with all his might. Not long ago, a demon had chained the sun tightly, leaving the earth without night. The prolonged scorching heat had turned the world into a parched wasteland, and the people were suffering terribly. To solve this problem, the goddess Nuwa sent Neza to ask the giant for help. But when Neza arrived at the destination, he saw only a tall mountain. He climbed it with great effort and found a cave. He immediately went inside, but the weeds inside the cave were too much of a nuisance. Neza couldn't help but pull them out. The next second, a gust of wind burst out and instantly blew them away. It turned out that the cave was the giant's nostril. After learning Neza's purpose, the giant decided to save the sun right away. But when they arrived in the east, they saw the sun chained up, with demons guarding around it. The two immediately engaged in battle. Taking advantage of this moment, Neza went to untie the sun, but he found that no matter what he did, he couldn't break the chain. At this moment, the giant punched the demon into pieces, and the rocky mountains collapsed one after another. Seeing this, Neza quickly shattered the iron chain. The sun rose again, but it flew towards the far north. It turned out that after being imprisoned for so long, the sun had developed a grudge against humans. It was said that in ancient times, 10 suns had appeared at once, scorching the earth until it cracked. The sun's 9 brothers had been shot down by humans. To take revenge on humans, the sun decided to plunge into the North Sea, plunging the world into eternal night. The giant kept chasing the sun. They went through forests and deserts, and even in the face of violent storms, they dared not stop. But they still couldn't catch up with the sun. As the giant got closer to the sun, his strength gradually waned. At this moment, a big river suddenly appeared before him. The giant happily drank up all the river water and continued the chase, but he still ran out of strength. Seeing this, Neza urged the giant to rest for a while. But the giant said that if the sun sank into the North Sea, all life would perish. He couldn't let that happen. With determination, the giant finally reached the North Sea. Seeing the sun about to set, he shouted with all his might. At that moment, the giant collapsed and died from exhaustion. The next second, the giant's body turned to stone. The sun, moved by the giant's perseverance, returned to the human world. At the same time, the giant's body turned into a forest, and the barren northern frontier became a paradise.